Most people believe gardening is all about planting seeds every spring, nurturing them through the season, and then starting all over again once winter wipes the slate clean. But what they don't realize is that this cycle is exhausting, expensive, and leaves them vulnerable when food supplies tighten. Hidden in plain sight are vegetables you plant once and harvest for years, yet most gardeners completely ignore them. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why overlooking these perennials could cost you not just wasted effort, but real food security when shortages hit. We're living in a time where the systems we once trusted to keep food on our tables are showing cracks. Grocery prices climb higher every month, inflation eats away at our savings, and supply chains that used to feel invisible now break down with alarming frequency. Shelves go empty, essentials vanish overnight, and families are left scrambling. Systems that once worked are now fragile, stretched thin by global instability, climate shifts, and economic pressures. The truth is, our modern food model was built for convenience, not resilience. And when convenience collapses, it's ordinary people who pay the price. If you're not prepared, you'll be forced to depend on whatever scraps the system can deliver. Overpriced produce, limited options, and the constant anxiety of wondering if the next shortage will hit your household. That's why perennial vegetables matter right now. They're not just plants, they're insurance. They're quiet, dependable allies that keep producing food year after year, no matter what happens in the economy. And here's the urgency. Ignoring them means staying trapped in a cycle of dependency. Embracing them means freedom, security, and peace of mind in uncertain times. Number 1. Asparagus. At first glance, this seems like a gourmet vegetable you buy in spring, but what makes it powerful is its longevity. Once planted, asparagus can produce for 20 years. In a real-world collapse scenario, this allows you to harvest fresh food every spring without replanting. If you're considering this, look for crowns instead of seeds to speed establishment. Number 2. Rhubarb. Most people ignore rhubarb because they think it's only for pies, but what makes it powerful is its resilience. Huge leaves, tart stalks, and nearly indestructible roots. In a reset scenario, it gives you dependable calories and flavor. If you're considering this, plant it in a sunny spot and harvest only stalks, never leaves. Number 3. Jerusalem artichokes, or sunchokes. At first glance, they look like sunflowers, but underground they hide calorie-dense tubers. Most gardeners avoid them because they spread aggressively. In collapse conditions, that's exactly what makes them powerful. Endless food. If you're considering this, dedicate a patch where they can roam freely. Number 4. Egyptian walking onions. Most people ignore them because they look odd, but what makes them powerful is their self-propagation. Bulbs bend down and replant themselves. In a reset scenario, you'll never run out of onions. If you're considering this, harvest both greens and bulbs for year-round flavor. Number 5. Good King Henry. At first glance, it seems like a forgotten weed, but what makes it powerful is its history as a staple green for centuries. In collapse times, it provides steady nutrition. If you're considering this, treat it like spinach and harvest young leaves. Number 6. Sorrel. Most people ignore sorrel because of its sour taste, but what makes it powerful is its early spring growth, lemony greens when nothing else is ready. In a reset scenario, it boosts morale and nutrition. If you're considering this, add it to soups or salads for zing. Number 8. Sea kale. At first glance, it's ornamental, but what makes it powerful is its edible shoots, leaves, and buds. In collapse conditions, it's a multi-purpose perennial. If you're considering this, blanch shoots for a tender, asparagus-like treat. Number 9. Chinese artichokes, or crow's nez. Most people ignore them because they look strange, but what makes them powerful is their crunchy, nutty tubers that return yearly. In a reset scenario, they add diversity to your diet. If you're considering this, harvest late for best flavor. Number 10. Perennial kale. At first glance, it seems like regular kale, but what makes it powerful is its ability to survive year after year. In collapse conditions, it's a superfood that keeps producing. If you're considering this, prune regularly to encourage fresh growth.
Now, here's where most people get it wrong. They think perennials are slow, boring, or only useful for ornamental gardens. But the truth is, these plants are the hidden backbone of food resilience. They don't demand constant replanting, they don't drain your wallet every season, and they quietly build abundance while annuals steal the spotlight. In a collapse scenario, it's not the flashy tomato that saves you. It's the dependable perennial that keeps producing when everything else fails. Ignoring them isn't just a gardening mistake, it's a survival blind spot most people don't even realize they have. This isn't about panic, it's about positioning. The truth is, panic never builds resilience, but preparation does. The people who prepare quietly today will have leverage tomorrow. They'll have food when shelves are empty, confidence when prices skyrocket, and peace of mind when others are scrambling. Perennial vegetables aren't just plants, they're a strategy. They're a way of saying, I refuse to be caught off guard, and that's the mindset that separates those who endure from those who collapse. Position yourself now, and you'll thank yourself later. When the system struggles, prepared people don't panic. They adapt, they protect, they preserve. And that's what this channel is about, building a mindset of resilience, not fear. Because preparedness isn't just about stockpiling, it's about identity. It's about becoming the kind of person who sees cracks in the system and says, I'm ready. Think about it. When inflation bites, when shortages hit, when neighbors are lining up for overpriced produce, you'll be walking into your garden with calm confidence. You'll harvest food you planted once, years ago, and it will keep feeding you. That's not luck, that's foresight. Prepared people don't just survive, they thrive. They become anchors for their families, examples for their communities, and reminders that resilience is possible, even in uncertain times. So as you step away from this video, remember you're not just a gardener, you're a builder of security, a protector of your household, and a quiet strategist for the future. And if that resonates with you, stick with me, because together, we're not just growing food, we're growing freedom.